Hello everyone, welcome to my new short video series on the hot topic of weight loss. My name is Dr. Francis Valla and I'm a medical bariatrician, a medical weight loss doctor. I recently posted a question on social media and one common theme or question popped up was the value of fasting or intermittent fasting and the concept of autophagy. So today I'm going to explain a little bit about the science behind that. By default, in the normal state, most people eat more than the body actually needs, which means the energy in is more than the energy out. So what happens to the excess energy? It's stored in different parts of the body, mainly in our fat cells. That's why the fat cells get larger and we gain weight, as well as the form of glycogen in the liver and muscles. So what happens in a fasting state? By definition, when you eat less than 400 calories in a day, you are in a fasting state. So what happens is that because the cells feel starved, they have to use alternate sources of fuel. So one of those main sources is fat in the fat cells. So the fat cells are mobilized and broken down so that the fat inside them is released and produces energy. That's one of the values of intermittent fasting, which we recommend as one tool in our medical weight loss program. So, for example, intermittent fasting, you can use it in different ways, but one common way that you can do is choose one day of the week and do fasting on a regular basis and consistently, and over time you'll see the benefit of that. But what happens inside the cell? So I'll explain a little bit about autophagy and why that is so important. There's a structure in the cell called lysosome. What that is, it's like a recycling system. So what it does, it takes the toxic metabolites that are produced in our body on a regular basis because of millions of biochemical reactions and breaks them down inside the cell and converts them into raw materials such as free fatty acids and amino acids, which are used to regenerate and produce new cells. So it's like a recycling system, just like in your house. So some of the elements, for example, that increase your toxic metabolites is, let's say, lack of physical activity, for example, or high insulin states, where when people eat too much carbohydrates, they're constantly in a high insulin state, which leads to a number of different metabolic and other complications, such as obesity, such as diabetes, cardiovascular disease, several types of cancer. And one mechanism among many is increasing toxic metabolites. So these are the unwanted, unnecessary structures and chemicals in our body that can be toxic if we don't eliminate them. And this recycling system helps to get rid of them. This among other mechanisms such as your immune system, for example. Now, on the other hand, one mechanism or trigger that increases this recycling and promotes it is fasting. So intermittent fasting promotes and triggers the lysosomes, and activates them, triggers the recycling system, and helps to eliminate the waste material that we produce on a regular basis and produce raw material. Another mechanism also is intermittent cleansing. Now, intermittent cleansing is another discussion which I can do another video if requested, but similarly, some people cannot do 400 calories or less in a day, so we recommend intermittent cleansing. With cleansing, though, you have to know the right cleanses and make sure it's a good quality one, because that as well has proven to help to get rid of these toxic metabolites, and this is one of the mechanisms.